Hey YouTubers, Electric Adventures here with another local and eBay pickups video. I have a few titles I picked up at the local electronics boutique for reasonable prices. So the first one we have is Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. Quite a fan of the movie, and the kids loved the books and thought that they would be interested in it. The youngest, the 5-year-old, is actually already stolen this. That's why the disc isn't there, and is having a go at playing it, which may need some help with from her sisters to get anywhere. Our next one, and this is one that I saw Crow doing a player review of and quite liked, and I've just kept an eye out and finally found a copy. It's not the most common game. Now the case is a little, well, I would say dirty ratty, but it's not too marked or anything like that. They've had another copy there for a little while, but it didn't have the cover. So we have the manual and the disc, and it's all in good condition. So I do like pinball, so I'm looking forward to having a game of that one. Right, and the next one is Metal Gear Solid 3. I have number 2. And now, there were 2 copies of this there. I mean, the cover's a little rough in patches, not too bad. They do have quite large manuals in them, which makes them a bit thicker. That's a good addition to the collection there. Now another one, and I picked this one up because I was a fan of the Myst game on both the Atari ST and Amiga back in the day, and I wondered what this one would be like. This has got an interesting clear case rather than the normal blue. Now it does have a pre-owned sticker on the manual that's been on there for a while, so I'm not sure about that one. And another thing, I just noticed that somebody's actually written on the disc, so that wasn't the best one. That one really wasn't very expensive. And as I was going through them, I found something that I was very, very excited about. Namco Museum 50th anniversary. Now this would have to be one of the finest collection of Namco games out there. Mainly for the inclusion of some really top games like Rally X, which you don't get in all the collection, Bosconian, one of my favourite arcade games from my youth, so much so that I even rented an arcade game for, I think, my 18th birthday, and it was Bosconian, and we played that to death. But it's got Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, and Galaga, Pole Position, what else we got? Xevious, Dragon Spirit, Rolling Thunder, Mappy, Spy Kid, Dig Dug. We've done Galaga and Galaxian, plus there's some bonus ones on there. So if you get high enough scores in Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man, you can play Pac-Mania. And there was one more bonus game on there. Anyway, very good. So the case is in pretty good nick. There's the back. And this one's dismissing because I basically popped it in straight away, and everything's all in very good nick. And I was playing that one last night. Now it's an eBay one as well, because we have a package in the mail. Nice, good, nicely packed one. This is going after the last couple of ones, loosely chucked titles in bags and things like that. Been annoying me a bit lately. Now I was expecting another Mega Drive bulk eBay pickup by now, but it's starting to look awfully like it's one that somebody hasn't sent. I've had no communication from these people. It was marked as not posted last Friday. I sent a message. I didn't communicate back, but it was suddenly marked as posted. Now it still hasn't shown up, so I'm not impressed. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, and I also have another pickup coming as well. So this is just a single Super Nintendo pickup. I don't have very many Super Nintendo games, so here it is. It's just a loose cart, packaged very well. Lots of other things. So we have Dungeon Master. I actually found this because I was searching for copies of Dungeon Master for the Atari ST and the Amiga. So I don't really know much about the game. Unfortunately, we've got some ink down there. I'll have to try and clean that off. Label's not too bad. A bit more of a label on top there. We'll have to wait and see whether it's related to the Dungeon Master computer games. I'll be very interested if it is. So there we go. Hopefully that was a nice quick pickups video, and hope everybody has a good weekend retro game playing and whatever they get up to. I'll also be getting into the retro computers again, and I have a couple of really good pickups on the way that will take a little while, slow freight, and there'll be some more pickups from Electric Adventures soon. Thank you very much for watching.